Oh yeah, good morning. Welcome back in everybody to Crypto Info. Blockchain made easy with your host, The Tank. And what's going on this morning? Friday the 13th, another bunch of bullshit. They make movies about it. Scary, scary shit. It's just numerology. Frank, don't start getting weird and talking about numerology now. I'll turn you right off. I thought I was here for data-driven crypto info. You are, don't worry. Today we're going to cover, look at my horrible penmanship. Boom. What? I was trying to pick it up this morning. It's early. I'm trying to wake up. It's 6 a.m. I've actually been up. I'm trying to wake you up. Let's get it going this morning. What the fuck's going on in the crypto world, yo? Let's see what's up. Uh-oh. Swift. Uh-oh. Help me create my thumbnail for this morning's cast. First of all, let's just cover this. We always start with the market cap, but fuck that shit because it's so stupid. I love that I can come on here and swear and just say what I want. And I don't have to deal with any bullshit. Sorry. Caleb Brown, you better go check them out now. They are your one-stop concierge service for crypto. You can buy, you can sell, you can hold it there. They're using Fireblocks custody, institutional grade custody, so that your funds are safe. Then you have a 24/7 crypto broker that you talk to on the phone that is included in all this for free. That broker is just assigned to you, and you can chat with that broker whenever you'd like, and they're awesome, competent, as you would expect, great, very kind people that you're dealing with. They're there to help. You know, sometimes you call a business, and they're kind of like, they almost seem like they don't kind of like really want to help you that much. It's like, well, I thought you were kind of there doing your job and supposed to help me working for this company. But anyway, Caleb's awesome, and boy, did they take care of you. I've called them probably, I think it's like 6 or 7 times over the past year or so. My wife and I have been using them, and I get my broker on the phone, and we set a time up, and they're out of Australia. Not a problem at all. In fact, probably a good thing, I would say. Australian regulators, financial regulation is very stringent, more so even in some senses than the U.S. They have a regulatory department there that actually works with Caleb and works with the other exchanges in Australia, like their version of the SEC, but it actually works hand in hand with them truly, 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 and helps them, unlike what we just saw with Choke Point 2.0 with crypto here in the U.S., where they did not do that, and we all know that, and we all know what happened. But no, it's not like that in Australia, and yes, it is safe. And yes, they are 14 hours ahead of us here Mountain Time in Colorado, but that's fine. We worked that out with email and things like that. So you pay a one-time fee. I think it's 3%, 3.5%. Go check that out, and that is it. And you're not paying fee on, off, boom, boom, boom. So that 3.5% flat rate is actually nothing. So you better check out Caleb. And I'm going to tell you the last reason. By the way, nothing on the channel is ever financial advice. This is my opinion. This is for education. This is just my personal experience. You do anything because of what I say and you get wrecked, it's your freaking problem. I have nothing to do with your personal responsibility in your investing. Yeah, that's just common sense. But we always get knuckleheads. So I have to clearly state this is not for financial advice ever on the channel. No video we've ever created ever was, and no video moving forward ever will be. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And by the way, with Caleb, to finish that thought, when all the exchanges are crashing and Caleb is not, because they don't operate the way the other exchanges do. You got Coinbase and Uphold and everything. I'm going to guess this is my opinion, I'm going to guess they're going to crash because last time they did here and there at key points when it got active about maybe 6 months ago. The crypto market, I had friends, and I didn't even try, but I had friends, and I heard on my YouTube people channels that you couldn't get on Uphold and get your shit off. That it was being frozen. It was just like frozen, locked up. Please don't deal with this garbage. And check out Caleb and Brown. And when you do check them out, if you don't sign up, I'm not trying to be an asshole. You're kind of stupid. because it is the answer to what we all need who want a quick, no, I know, I understand. I've got friends of mine, and that's pretty harsh to say you're stupid. Maybe you're just not making the best decisions. Perhaps. Maybe you are. I have no idea. I'm not responsible for you. But it might be wise if someone chose a platform that didn't operate the way the exchanges do, therefore they crash, and scours liquidity providers, otherwise and acts as a brokerage instead. Holds your stuff one-to-one. I know Uphold holds my stuff one-to-one. Yeah, well then how come Uphold won't give me my shit on a bunch of coins that I have that I knew ahead of time that you couldn't pull it off? How come? And how come it won't let me set sell orders for anything higher than whatever cents on all the, let's just say, I think it's XDC or something I tried to do. I tried to do it with Silica. I tried to do it with Harmony One. You can't do it. Once you start getting to a dollar amount that's kind of high, Uphold says, oh, sorry, we can't complete that. Oh, interesting. Why not? And by the way, on Uphold, I think you can only get $50,000 off a day. Pretty sure. It might be 100. You got to check that out. Your limit, how much you could pull a day. When that shit's going up and you want to yank $600,000 right now, you can't do it. You can on Caleb. You might want to start using your heads. Because I've had people I've talked to Caleb about, and they're kind of like, I don't know. I'm like, after I've explained all that to them. Check Caleb out, research them, use your freaking heads, not financial advice. In the end, what you decide to do is your decision. This simply is for education. Holy shit, people. I can't believe people are still going to go do this thing and still going to go try to use Uphold and Coinbase and all these sites to go to those platforms to try to off-ramp their shit when the shit's going to be crashed. They crashed last time. That wasn't even a bull run. Like, really? Are you guys serious? What? Wait, what? All right, let's get into crypto market today. We got a $3.26 trillion crypto market cap. We are at 54 with fear and greed, dipping into the greed zone just a hair. Bitcoin retracing back to 105. Healthy. It's supposed to be doing that. Ethereum's at 2,555. God bless you. Little first mover runner, little cheater. XRP, $2.15. We are down 3.12% on the 24-hour and about flat for the 7-day. Enough of that shit. Who cares about the cryptocurrency market cap? I only do that for you guys. Because when you get to the point where, or some of us get to with crypto, I don't know a lot about crypto, okay, compared to some folks. But I've gotten to a point on the journey, guys, where I do understand the value of the zoom out thing. And when we're holding, not financial advice, when I'm holding cryptocurrency and waiting for it to shoot, and so then I can cash out, my only point and goal ever is to simply, whatever it goes down, I buy more of it if I can. Even if it doesn't go down, if I truly believe in it that much, I don't care if it goes up, I'm still buying it because it's going up way the fuck higher than it is right there at that point. Do you get it? So, educating, not telling you what to do with your money. This is how the basics and how this works. It simply really is just common sense. All right, anyway, enough of that, all that shit. Now, let's get to today's topic, which is, and I'll do a little screen share here, because, boy, do I suck at this still. I'm getting better. I am getting better at it. Oh, I already am sharing the screen. See what I mean? I suck. Oh, boy, do I suck at this. I'm going to get better. All right. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. This is AI. AI says, when I typed it into the search, what did I type in? I'll show you exactly what the fuck I typed in. XRP to handle 14% of SWIFT transactions by 2030, says Brad Garlinghouse, which he said in a recent interview, and I know you guys all know. We've all seen it. Okay, so Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said XRP could capture 14% of SWIFT's global volume in cross-border payments within 5 years. And I'm pretty sure they do 5 to 6 trill a day. Hang on. Oh, what we do is we search again. We fucking research. Let's see. What the fuck was I going to even ask it? What are you, brain dead? Oh, yeah. Duh. How much does Swift handle per day? And its throughput, let's see. Approximately, 5 trill. Yep. That's what that is. Okay. 5 trillion. Holy shit. Garlinghouse emphasizes XRP's role as a liquidity solution rather than just a messaging system to compete with the digital interbank messaging system of SWIFT, Society for Worldwide Interfinancial Telecommunications. Say that 10 times fast. Society for Worldwide Interfinancial Telecommunications. SWIFT. They message and move the money clunkily and shittily across the world since 1974, with an upgraded money system that is gotten many shots in the arm to try to ramp it up, and turn it into a Ferrari, but it's really just a little Volkswagen Bug, in the end. And so we need the Ferrari to move the money the way we need to move the money, fast. XRPL, XRP on the ledger. Let's see what Yahoo Finance says about all this shit. XRP wants to target 14% of SWIFT market by 2030, Ripple CEO says. Here's an article, June 11th, a couple days ago, in the afternoon, Anand Sinha, whom we've seen before. I don't know what that name is. I think it's Indian. Sinha. And my name is, I'm not going to say. XRP could capture 14% of the SWIFT market share within the next 5 years, said Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. All right, here is the post. Brad Garlinghouse says at Apex event 2025, XRP could capture 14% SWIFT volume in 5 years. We know Brad doesn't say shit just to say shit. When Brad says something, he doesn't, he's not like me where I say a whole bunch of stuff. He just says some stuff. He's the CEO of Ripple. And when he talks, we fucking listen because he's not full of shit. I'm not saying that I am either. But, the regard that we are different is that this man will speak when something is going on in the crypto world, particularly concerning Ripple, that frickin' matters, okay? So when B.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Remember that commercial if you're old enough? When B.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when Charles Schwab says, put your money here, oh, you better do it. Oh, yeah. So you can pay for their 3 monstrous buildings that I drive by often here in Colorado. How stupid. By the way, let's research ourselves and let's manage our own money and stop giving that money and patting the pockets of the Schwabs of the world and learn for yourself. But I could never do it the way they could do it. You bullshit. Stop making frickin' excuses, weak people. Be strong people. All right. Let me continue. Boy, am I going to get all riled up here on a freaking Friday morning. How much SWIFT will XRPL take? XRP, by the way, I'll match. This is not financial advice. I will match what I'm doing against any of your fucking financial advisors. And I really mean that. You can tell by the way I said that. I'm not messing around. Yeah, you better start learning. I know most of you are probably smarter than me. Intellectually, you're brighter than me. Get on the ball and stop being weak. Stop giving your money to advisors and do it yourself. Thank you. Not financial advice. That's education. Oh my God, people, please wake up. With a market cap, I love you. Please wake up. And please wake up. With a market cap of $136 billion, XRP is the 4th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Come on, stupid to say this. This thing about, it's the biggest, that's the biggest because the market, and that means that's the one. Really? Is it? Moving forward, not financial advice. Is it? Are those the ones that shoot and go 20, 50x in another couple of years because they meet the world with real world utility and what they do? And everybody's like, wait a minute, that only had a market cap of whatever. Zilliqa, Harmony One, Digibyte. Oh my gosh, wake up, people. Get eyes. Algo, IOTA. Oh my God. I have a ripple of energy that runs through me constantly. And no, it's not coffee. No, it's not funny white stuff. It is pure, unadulterated energy that ripples through me, through the cosmos, and you too. I'm just aware of it. And I play with it nicely. It vibes my entire being in a way that's really not speakable. Ripple has partnered with humility. Ripple has partnered with many institutions to provide the XRP payment solution that has been lauded for its fast and more economical model. SWIFT, on the other hand, is the backbone of the global banking system, as most international fund transfers depend on its messaging service for sharing transaction details. In fact, over 11,000 financial institutions in more than 200 countries have integrated SWIFT into their systems for international money transfers. Hey, thanks, SWIFT, says Ripple. Here we come. Thanks for setting the bed. We appreciate. Here we come. We'll take it from here. Thank you. Ripple CEO underlined that SWIFT has two components: messaging and liquidity. Right? You know this, right? We know this. Brad said that Ripple is competing with the messaging of SWIFT and the liquidity of Citi, who, by the way, dumped him and said, sorry. In an interview, he stated very clearly, sorry, your money is no good here anymore. Get your money out of our bank, Mr. DeFi guy. Oh, the games people play. See, Citi's just on the other side of this whole thing, and they have to play the antithesis other side of the bad guy on the other side and just say, hey, money out. It really is like the Matrix. It simply is just a computer program, and people are playing roles. Little agents, little co-programmers are just playing roles in the world. I swear to you, this is what the world really is, and it's the most natural program in the world because it looks and seems so natural. It's so natural. The Matrix. Ripple CEO, it's as natural as your mind makes it. Ripple CEO underlined that SWIFT has to, because go ahead and mess with, don't do this ever, by the way. But if one ever tried ayahuasca or some of these mushrooms or something, you would see that the mind, the tuner, the perceiver starts to blur the lines of how natural it's seeing the Matrix and viewing it, and you start to realize, holy shit, it's a freaking Matrix. Ripple CEO underlined that SWIFT has two components, the messaging and the liquidity. He said, I love how I'm blending spiritual crazy shit with crypto. I just realized I'm doing that. Come for the crypto, stay for the ayahuasca. He said he cares less about messaging and more about liquidity. I fucking agree 100%. Why wouldn't you? Holy shit. Because the messaging is all locked up. Everybody's got to do it. It's on a standard and mandate, ISO 20022, already in place, already going to do it. Messaging, the bedrock's already there. The wires, the communication wires, like, oh, they're already laid. They're already there. Now we need the fucking liquidity now. All right? Now that that's built, think. Now that that's built, now it's about the liquidity now that that's all set. That's why he's saying it's not about the messaging, because that's all set. It's about the liquidity, right? Calm down, Frank, you little freako. I swear to God, it's not coffee. Garlinghouse's bet on XRP occupying 40% of the SWIFT market share by 2030 is rather ambitious. Is it? I think it's rather not ambitious. I think it's probably like fucking 25%. You sleeping some bitches, or you tricky some bitches. So either you're sleeping or you're not seeing it, or you know it, as some of these writers, I believe they do, and they are in with the narrative that, hey, don't let it get away too fast now. Just say it's pretty good. Don't say how awesome it is just yet. We're not at that point yet now. Don't write that article just yet. Yeah, it's not conspiracy. It's the way their shit actually works. Everything and everybody is playing a role, and every situation and instance is playing a role in the Matrix. But his hope lies in the fact that the traditional payment system is often criticized for its slow speed that takes 1 to 5 days to settle transactions. XRP, on the other hand, settles transactions within seconds. I say 3 to 5 seconds, and it's also cheaper than SWIFT. I say 0.00001 XRP per transaction. However, who knows what that'll be when XRP is at 1,000 a share? You know, I don't know. Pull the calculator out and figure it out. It's always going to be 0.00001 XRP per transaction. So, excuse me, as XRP cranks up in price, that transaction price is going to increase. Look, we got to be honest about all this shit. People don't want to hear that. Oh, don't tell people it's going to start getting expensive. Well, it is going to start getting more expensive. It is what it is. However, it's still way cheaper than the existing legacy system. However, the decades-old SWIFT is still the dominant player in cross-border payments, and XRP is merely a new entrant. Yeah, XRP itself has had a turbulent history, so it's not really that good. Don't think that it's that good just yet, right? Because don't forget the lawsuit, and it's a new entrant, and it's not really that great. XRP. Don't go saying in the article that it's that good, right? Don't forget, because it's only $2.20 or something. It's had its problems with the SEC and stuff, and it's not really that good. That's what the article said. Yeah, good job. Way to do your job, Anand Sinha, and also the street. Way for everybody to do their job suppressing XRP. Good job. It's been the best suppressed, the most successfully suppressed value traded thing in the world. Is XRP, I would say probably besides gold and silver, it's XRP. And that's why we do it to the ones that are the real legitimate, real dogs, the alpha dogs. Those are the ones we do it to, don't we? Not we, they. Yeah, they suppress the gold and the silver, and they suppress the XRP. They suppress the ones that are the fucking real ones. Wake up. Holy shit. Ain't suppressing no Bitcoin now, are you? That's a whole speculative, well, let me throw it in. Oh, let me take it out. No, let me throw a ton of money in its future. No, let me take it out. But it's a store of value. So it's solid. So keep your money in there and just, no, if it was that, BTC would have been suppressed by the powers that be. And it is not being suppressed by the powers that be. It's allowed to run and do its thing. Think, use your heads here in the lovely matrix, because it only works one way. It actually works in infinity ways. But of course, you know a little about quantum mechanics, right? Double slit electron experiment. When the electron's watched, it does something different. Yeah, we can only land and focus on the one concrete final decision on reality. Boom. So it's actually one point, but it's all points at all times. We're not here to talk about all this stuff, Frank. I love how you educate us on all this other stuff. By the way, research this stuff I say about the Matrix and see what it is for yourselves. Yeah. I love this cast. This is such fun shit. All right, I'm going to get into my notes in just a bit. Excuse me. I'm going to get into my notes here. Now. Holy shit, I like to wake up the people in more ways than one at 6 a.m. here in Colorado. Don't forget, as I wake you up with this stuff, I further wake myself up, and it reminds me of the journey. Yeah. I'm being selfish. I'm doing it for me, too. I'm also waking myself up further as I remind you all to wake up to the truths around us. Oh, yeah. Belly's getting better, too. Yup, been on this diet thing. It's so funny. I watch all the YouTube people who just start, and they all lose about 20, 30 pounds after frickin' like 3-4 months. I'm no exception. How fucking funny. You're like, oh my God, I look so fat. I got to do something about that. It took YouTube to get the belly under control. Okay, well, here you go. All right, so this was a 2025 Apex, at XRP Apex in 2025, Singapore. This was on the 10th the other day. Brad projected that within 5 years, XRP might capture 14% of Swift liquidity volume. And let me just do this real quick and share the old screen Rooney, because I am going to pull up this Apex video real quick. Hang on one sec. XRP Apex video of Bradster talking some Swift shit. Let's see. Plenty of YouTube shit. I'm not gonna play someone else's YouTube thing. Video clip. And it's going to keep pulling YouTube up, but maybe we can see it on X. Let's just see. Yeah, okay. Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to hear the sound on this, but here's Brad.
Case has ended. It's over. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history. And really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the U.S. government should be in the business of doing. I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. As Mary Jo White, the former head of the...
All right, cool. Don't know if you could hear that or not. Don't really care. You saw what he was saying. And I think it's pretty clear that, here, let's grab something else. I think it's pretty clear that Ripple's going to XRP is going to capture at least 14% of by 2030 of Swift's market share. Not financial advice. That's my opinion. XRP's price, if Ripple captures 14% of Swift market share, I don't know what they're going to say here. Yeah, it's about $100. We already know that. To right, 100 to 500. It is true. I could see 500. Thin liquidity. Has anybody ever checked thin liquidity? You guys out there in TV land? Let's check it out right now for ya. Okay. Ooh, it's 6:35 already. Thin liquidity explanation. I think I spelled explanation wrong, but I don't give a shit. Explanation, I did. Okay. Let's see. Thin liquidity, according to AI, describes a market environment with low liquidity. This means there are fewer buyers and sellers participating in the market, obviously, making it harder to buy or sell an asset quickly without significantly impacting its price. Here's a break. Did you hear that? Making it harder to buy or sell an asset or an XRP, let's just say, without significantly impacting its price. Each move you make, whether either it's a sell or a buy, sends it up or down in a bigger, a larger way because there aren't as many players in there because there's not as much liquidity and fluidity between the buy and the sell. Do you get it? That's what's going on. That's what people cannot understand about XRC and it fucking pisses me off. Holy shit, people. You're missing thin liquidity. Yes, XRP can go to $100, $500 a share without all the money in the world coming into the project. Holy shit, people. It's market cap. Characteristics of a thin, by the way, you will see how high market cap does go with just a little money coming into XRP. That's what is happening with thin liquidity. Just a little money comes in, sends the market cap fucking shooting. Not representative. Market cap shooting up, not representative of the amount that just came in. Do you get it? Little bit comes in, it shoots up crazy. What the fuck's going on? Thin liquidity. Learn. Characteristics of before you come at us in XRP community and me with some dumbass shit. Educate first. Because really, you're going to really sound stupid. And you know, I'm not saying I've never done it. Everybody knows I've sounded stupid in my life, but let's sound stupid less and less. And the way we do that is to find out first before we open our fucking mouth. Characteristics of a thin market. Low to BTC maxis. I love you. Stop before you open your mouths. Learn first. Am I baiting you to come into the comments and help my channel and grow it? Yes, just a little bit. Thank you, BTC tear drippers. Come on in and tell me the truth. Tell me about how BTC sucks. All right, Frank, stop. It's supposed to be nice. We're all one big happy family here in the crypto world, right? I love you guys. BTC maxis. Low trading volume. Fewer transactions occur, indicating limited activity. Wider bid-ask spreads. The difference between the highest price a buyer is willing to pay, the bid, and the lowest price the price the willing seller is willing to accept is the ask. It's larger. Okay, so higher volatility. You get it? Prices can fluctuate significantly with small trading volumes. I gotta hit that. Oh my god. Just come on, guys, start fucking learning. So annoying. Yeah, no, it's over here. All right, we can get into that shit. Implications of thin liquidity, difficulty in executing trades, increased transaction costs, and higher risks. I'm not getting into every one. Examples of thin liquidity: stocks with a low average daily trading volume, which was going to happen because it just started up, or it just sucks over a long period of time, and even 10 years later, nobody else wants to come in and play ball with it. Markets with fewer participants. Could be a function of that. Contrast with liquid markets. Yeah, excuse me. The thin markets are opposite of liquid markets, which have a high volume of buyers and sellers, strong liquidity, and relatively low price volatility. In a liquid market, transactions can be executed quickly and effectively with minimal impact on price. In essence, thin liquidity means that the market for a particular asset is not very active yet. There's not a lot of players in there. Doing a lot of moving and shaking with it. Activity. Which can make trading more challenging and risky, because we want to try to purchase something and you want to buy, you want to put a buy in, there's nobody on the other end to sell it. There's no liquidity. So you're stuck. I want this buy, but I can't buy this shit because there's no fucking liquidity on it. There's no seller for me to match up on the other end. Order books are all about to change with automated market makers, AMMs already in place, with XRP. Handling a super high-speed UFO-like liquidity transactions on the XRP ledger. Plenty of liquidity, plenty of speed, plenty of messaging, rich messaging data to handle all this. We covered that messaging 3 days ago. So interesting. Tons of messages that are just ready. They're proper to say, hey, sent on this date, boom, this much to this to that. You would think it exists today, but it does not. The messaging just isn't there. And that's why we can't move our money like we move emails. We can't move money at the speed of information, at the speed of light like we do emails. But we will now. I don't know why I'm looking over there. We will now. I do that when I'm thinking, I think. What did I want to jump back to here? Oh, I know. Let's jump back to this. Thank you in the comments. Thank you. That's sharing the screen. We're back to full screen. Okay. Now, we're going to get ready to end it here today. We've covered enough. We already know how XRP is going to handle 14%, like why it's going to do that. This is all our background data. That's not for this this video. I will cover a few more notes here before we wrap her up. So Brad emphasized a distinction. Swift equals messaging and liquidity, but Ripple is targeting the liquidity layer, and we know that. Its aim is 14% of Swift transactions by 2030. Some may think it's bold. 50 million daily transfers is what we've been looking at, focusing on demand liquidity. XRP uses a bridge asset in this process, enabling near-instant cross-border settlement. Friendo needed more for Nostra Vostra pre-funded accounts to the tune of 27 trillion parked around the world to perform these transactions. Historical differentiators are XRP settles in 3 to 5 seconds rather than 3 to 5 days like Swift. And Swift, its fees are $20 to $50 per transaction, and it fails like I think 3 or 5% of the time or something like that. And you still pay for it, and you got to pay for it again. Okay, and XRP is just cents. It's pennies for a transaction. Base case, use case: banks control Swift liquidity. Ripple must convince them to shift some of that onto the XRPL for ODL, and they will. We know they will because they're into having this whole thing work properly. They're brothers and friends in this. This is not XRP Ripple coming in like some people think. We're going to take you over, Swift. No, this is a planned integration, people. That's why they did this with the message. Guys, wake the fuck up. Oh my God, I'm so sick of this shit. I want to be positive too, though, but I want people to wake up, and I'm so sick of dumb shit and people spouting off stupid stuff that's not really the way that it's going to go because they don't have clear eyes on it, because they're lost in the matrix in a nice little trance, and they want to listen to dumb parroted shit instead of looking for themselves and putting it together and drawing their own conclusions and saying, I don't care if 99% of the world says it's going this way. It's fucking not. You're all wrong, and it's actually going this way. Why? You know why. I've told you why on the channel. because we're free to see the truth of the world the way it is and not in a hypnotism. You could have 180 IQ, man. And if you were in the hypnotism, you're still being a dumb son of a bitch, just like the other bunch of the sheep. Fact positive, says Frank the Tanker. ISO 20022 transition. Swift is upgrading messaging standards by late 2025. Opens the door for interoperability with blockchain protocols. Institutional adaptation. Sometimes I like to try to sound like Gutfeld on Fox, and it's funny because I kind of do sound like him sometimes when I read, and I'm like, wait, that sounded like Gutfeld. I'm not trying to. It's just fucking funny. Institutional adoption. Ripple already works. I'm not going to try to do it now with hundreds of banks. ODL has early adopters like MoneyGram, Santander, and SBI, which is SBI Remit, second largest bank in Japan. I love to say and give a little more detail on that one because I get to say Yoshitaka Katao, Yoshitaka Katao, Yoshitaka Katao, Yoshitaka Katao, Yoshitaka Katao. 5 times fast. Not really fast, but that's the CEO of SBI Holdings, and that genius sees XRP and Ripple. Boy, is that man smart. Hats off to you, Yoshi. Broader strategic vision from Rip. Rip. Beyond payments, Ripple's also launching EVM, Ethereum virtual machines. Something just happens every time I say Ethereum. Because you know why? Because truth runs through me. And when non-truth runs through me, like Ethereum, EVM shit, I really get activated. And it doesn't vibe well with me. Shit that's non-truth. That's why if you try to lie to me, I'm going to know immediately, even though you could be the best liar in the world. Because the vibration ain't coming in as no truth. And I'm like, wait, that fucking does not compute. I feel it. I'm sure I'm not alone. And enabling tokenization of real-world assets. Example, U.S. Treasuries. Not messaging disruption. Garlinghouse is clear that Ripple doesn't want to replace Swift for messaging. He's not kidding. They're not trying to just come in and replace it. They're fucking interfacing with it. It wants to supercharge the liquidity side. All right, I got to end this shit because I got stuff to do. I got more to give you. I got so much more to give you. I think I'm gonna pick up where I left off, perhaps on this tomorrow. No promises. I might do that, but I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you check out our link for Caleb and Brown in the description below because you know what's up with that. I explained all of it to you. Please check them at our link below for your one-stop concierge service. Transparency being full. With me, I use them and I love them because they're awesome. And once you find out about them, if you don't use them too, I would probably be surprised. And that's not financial advice. It's up to you. So enjoy your day today. Thanks for tuning in to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the Tanker here on a Friday. Ooh, very scary. Friday the 13th. Ooh, the hell just fell off my hand. Enjoy it. Have fun. I love you. Please become powerful in your own right. I really mean that. Do your own research. Don't be foolish. Listen to experts and learn from the experts. Take it all, internalize it. Put pieces together and make your own solid decisions for yourself. You can totally do this. Okay. I really mean that. You can do this. Not everybody should dump a financial advisor. I'm not foolish. Okay. I understand the truth of it. I'm a logically thinking person. Okay. Please educate yourselves. If you can lose the advisor, frickin' lose the financial advisor. Okay. I'm sick of driving by Charles Schwab every day, looking at 3 monstrous buildings like this. And you know what I mean? Come on. There's a reason why those buildings are existing there. Giving away your power. And maybe you should. You know what I mean? Maybe you should give a Schwab or me, right? Not financial advice. Maybe this would be a way to go for a person to give Schwab some, and then maybe you play around your own and start learning on your own a little bit. Oh, what if you dipped your toes into the waters of learning finance and investing on your own instead of just handing it to that person that comes and sits at your kitchen table? Boy, are they going to be pissed at me. They don't want you doing that. They want you. They want your monies. Because then I guess they're money. How about you keep a lot of that money for yourself? Give them some to do if that's what somebody wants to do. not financial advice. And then maybe play around on your own, right? Not financial advice. Educational pieces to consider. What you do with your money is completely up to you. If you dump your financial advisor or don't, that all is up to you. All these decisions are up to you. I am never going to tell you what to do with your money. I am here to educate and present considerations. That's a great way to say this. I am here to present considerations, not tell you which considerations to choose. You don't do anything because of what I say on the channel. Okay, now that that's all clear, have an awesome day today. And don't forget to tune in next time, which is going to be tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Colorado time to Crypto Info Block.